Hello, hello, hello. All right, so we are going to go over how to access your workouts, also how to find alternative exercises, and how to adjust your workouts if needed. So first thing we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and open up the app like this. Let's see if I can get this into full screen. All right, so when you go to the Today page, your workout for the day will show up right on the main screen. And you're going to go ahead and you can click on the exercises to see what you have for the upcoming week. This is especially important when you get a brand new training program. It's always good to look ahead to see what equipment you're going to need, kind of gauge how long it's going to take, how many reps you've got, and so on and so forth. So you can go ahead and click open each of the descriptions of the exercises and take a look at that. Now, if you wanted to actually see a full description with the videos, then just go ahead and click Start Workout. This particular exercise does not have an alternative. You can go ahead and scroll over to see. Now, this one has a video. You can go ahead and play the video to see proper form. Once you click on the exercise that has a drop arrow button next to it, that is where you will see the alternatives. Again, you will go ahead and play the video if you want to take a look at how to properly perform this exercise. Then there's particular exercises where you click on it and it will give you specific instructions. It's super important that you read these instructions. Sometimes your coach has specific instructions in there for you that you need to follow where the video doesn't give you enough explanation. So it's very important that you read those directions. It also tells you what your primary focus is as far as the muscle group goes. So that way you can really concentrate and focus on that muscle group. Now, this particular exercise has a superset. So what that means is that you are going to perform 2 exercises, one right after the other, and that will be your first set. So this one is the GHD Easy Bar Preacher Curl, and then you're going to jump right down to the GHD Dumbbell Preacher Curl. Now, this one actually has an alternative, so you can do dumbbell single arm preacher curl on a bench. And then again, like if you need to read the description that's under there, whatever your coach has. So as many reps as possible. Now, once you put in your weight and click the check button, you go right to the next one. Then when you finish performing both of those exercises, you click the check button, and that is when you will have your rest timer. And then once that timer goes off, you are ready to move on to the next superset. I'm going to go ahead and skip that timer. So again, here's another superset. Any ones with the drop down arrow button shows that there's an alternative exercise for you. So that is how you could look ahead at your workout training program and see what you have for the day. Now, once you've hit continue, you just hit cancel and it will cancel the workout. It doesn't even start the workout. So as long as you don't go all the way through and clear it out, then you're good to go. So just go ahead and hit the cancel button. Now, as far as adjusting your workouts, I highly recommend that you talk to your coach first before you adjust any workouts, because your coach has them in a specific order for a specific reason. I've made the mistake once having 2 leg days back to back, and my legs didn't have enough rest time in between. And needless to say, I was really having a hard time walking the next day. So actually the next few days. So, but if you do miss a workout, for example, you're going to go to the little dumbbell coaching down at the bottom. And you can see up at the top where it has this week's training. So go ahead and click on the week's training. Now, this is where you can also, take a look at your training program ahead of time for the week. Again, you can click on each one, you can start the workout and look at each of those individual exercises. But if you wanted to adjust your workouts for the week, say for example, I missed Monday and Tuesday. So if I wanted to just push everything down one day, I would click those little arrows up at the top where you see the two arrows going in the opposite direction. And this is going to bring these 3 lines next to each workout. So this is probably the best thing to do if you miss a day and you need to push your workouts to whatever rest day you have, is you're just going to move everything down in the exact order that your coach has them. So now I can move my Tuesday workout to Wednesday. I'm just going to have to miss a day because there's just not enough days in the week for me to make up that Monday workout. And then I'm just going to go ahead and click the arrow over button. And now I've just adjusted my workouts. So now instead of missing 2 workouts, I'm just going to adjust and have one workout again on my next rest day. So hopefully that this is helpful. Again, if you have any questions, please reach out to your coach and we will be more than happy to assist.